Trick time opens Santa Claus and Jeremy
16 doesn't.
has it. Trick time goes for the 4-bet here. I don't know if these facial movements from Jeremy are involuntary or not, but 5-bet shove. Trick time snaps with ace-queen off. Jeremy gets it in good. Trick time running at once. Needs an ace. And doesn't find one. Jeremy wins a $27,000 pot.
Very good goodbye.
Oh yeah, actually you just did. I found it.
Thank you, Jeremy.
The newest real money online poker room is here, and it's called WPT Global. Join the world's largest poker network with games running 24/7 with buy-in levels to suit all bankrolls. We've got tons of cash games at all stakes and tournaments every day with huge prize pools. Sign up today in the description below and use bonus code YT85 and we'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar.
The only thing she's ever said to me is, "You like Asian?" over and over again. So that's all I know about her. I'm like, can you define that a little more?
She'll say
like,
no English.
Yeah, no English. You like Asian? I'm like, yeah, I mean,
She
food,
asked-
girl, what are we talking?
Only the fresh one.
What are we talking here?
Brittany leaned on Nick, and she asked Nick if he was hard. Just straight up.
Oh my God. This is a family show.
Kings for trick time. And King Queen suited for Dr. H. And Luda Chris is getting in the middle of this. Let's go. So the play has been kind of passive for this past hour. But Luda Chris is changing gears here at exactly the wrong time. Big 4-bet.
You have me covered, right?
And obviously folding is 100% standard here.
50. I got like 60. So.
You got like 60 over.
But Luda Chris does not care much about what is standard.
Total or behind, sorry.
Total.
Oh, total. So 50.
He calls. He's going to try to flop something here. 20,000 in the middle. Trick Time with a little bit more than 2 pot-sized bets back and does not like to see that ace on the flop. Gutter for Chris. And he's got position. Could he find a way to steal this pot? Small bet from Trick Time and a call. Nine changes nothing.
Check.
A gross situation developing for Trick Time. If you're going to get to this spot with 6 high,
All right, check.
bluffing would make sense, but Chris checks back. And a pretty nice river here for Trick Time. I think that Chris could have some ace-X here on occasion.
Check.
Some ace-5 suited type hands. But after he's checked back the turn, does he feel like he can tell the story that he has a hand like that? $17,000 from Chris and a snap call from Trick Time, who's going to win this $63K pot. So Chris taking kind of a complicated bluff line that Trick Time does not believe at all. And he loses one of the biggest pots of the night so far.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you.
That's why you don't rabbit hunt. Don't advise it. If you're in a game where you chop with your opponent, don't even look at your cards. If you miss the flush or if you look down at your cards in a chop situation and you have 4-deuce offsuit or whatever, you don't care. But if you hit your flush or you have aces or whatever, you just get angry. It's just a reverse free roll. Four bet here from Chris with the 10-7 suited. Raymond
这是还给我，对不对？
makes the call. And a pair of sevens for Chris. Awkward here in a 4-bet pot. Out of position against a player who can go absolutely bonkers. And Raymond does go bonkers. 12,000 into 8,000. Good luck, Chris. I mean, actually, Chris has a pretty good hand to make a stand with, but this is this is already a very rough spot. I mean, if you're going to 4-bet the 10-7 suited in the first place, this is a pretty good flop for you. And Chris pretty quickly does call. 32,000 in this pot. And 6 makes a straight now. Chris now open-ended. And how crazy does Raymond want to make this pot? With absolutely nothing, by the way. Checks it back. River's a brick. Chris checks again. And could Raymond bet here to represent some sort of thin value hand? Which, after overbetting the flop in a 4-bet pot, would probably be like 2 pair or a set or something. I'm not sure if thin value is the right word, but the flop overbet was already so extreme, and Rangers are supposed to be relatively tight in a 4-bet pot. A lot of players, when they think this long, don't end up bluffing, but Raymond frequently does. He checks it back, and Chris is going to get this pair of 7s to showdown. What a battle between these two psychos.
Misread it. I thought it was Kevin.
Chris winning this 4-bet pot, 10-7 suited.
Hours.
2.5 hours you beat her?
No, I have a hair.
For the heads up, they probably broke even. For the heads up,
No, what? They broke even?
Yeah, it's almost.
I'm up like 2,400.
Yeah.
Because
You said 21,000.
No.
Well,
After that, then flip. Flip
No,
is
because-
even.
honestly, I was beating her very bad, and 2 times she get aces, and she win each time 4,000. So even like that, I'm up like 2,800.
3-bet from Chris,
Over 10.
suited Broadway, and he flops a king against Jeremy's 10s.
That's oh, you got a hand. Sorry. I'm just saying.
I saw.
Oh, and a 10 on the turn from out of nowhere.
So you got anything for the tournament?
I don't get nothing. Almost. Last night I almost get.
Jeremy has the reputation on the show as the guy who this stuff happens to.
When I leave with guy with ace king, the guy called me with ace 3. In flat.
Not the guy spiking the 10, but the one whose opponent spikes a 10.
So you will go back the end of June?
No, I go back the 19th.
How does he want to handle this
I'm gonna play the 3,000.
now that he's gotten
No.
such a lucky turn card? He's going to call, which I think I like. Chris is going to be pretty wise to you if you raise, and he'll frequently bluff. Obviously, Chris not bluffing this time. Amazing run out here for Jeremy. Complete brick on the river.
I'm gonna go 19, 20, 21, and then come back.
Mm-hmm. 10,000 in the middle. Chris is going to bet about a third pot here. Excuse me, about 40% pot here. And now, what sizing does Jeremy want to choose? Does he just want to rip it? No, he goes with a smaller raise. About half his chips. Gives Chris a better price, but is Jeremy ever really bluffing in this spot?
What the hell do you have? Separate group. Ace king. King 10. Pocket 8s.
Reggie. So how Sammy do? He win anything?
That makes sense. King 10 makes sense.
Pocket 8s.
What?
The fuck, man? Oh man, you're so fucking sick, dude. Pretend to play so solid, but you secretly don't want it deep down, huh? Just try to bluff the guy that's
How far
fucking
he finished?
calling off the bottom pair.
Chris can be really stationary at times.
Oh my god. Wow, this is cool.
Oh, here's Big John.
Man, you're not gonna bluff here,
Oh,
right?
big one.
You're not gonna bluff here. Not gonna bluff here.
I'm not sure he would.
Yeah, that's
10
right.
8.
That's right. How you doing, bud?
What do you have, man?
When you
Just
go
some
back-
weird nut flush draw that called the flop? Ace queen of hearts, ace jack of hearts. Ace queen of hearts, ace queen jack of hearts.
You like to play the 3,000 3 days only.
Oh,
I like that one.
yeah,
And they have a 26.
measly pair.
Ryan, I don't know if you want the 26 double so they have
fuck do you
$5,000 senior.
Just letting me hang
3 days
myself.
only.
Pocket 8s.
26. I don't know.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wow, I made it so
and the
weak.
double
I made it look
copy?
so weak.
5,000 seniors, only seniors.
What's the age?
Huh? 50.
Wow, it's king 10 or pocket 8s. King
Not
10 or
yet.
pocket
We're
8s.
not.
I don't know
Queen
if
jack of hearts.
Chris looks weak here.
Ace 3 of hearts.
He's referring to his small sizing on the river.
60.
Oh my god.
Super senior.
You have it here every time. Wow. Solid bugs. Jeez, so sick.
Chris is saying all the right things, but has calling chips in his hand anyway.
Fuck. Motherfucker, bugs. What the fuck is this shit, dude? This is actually bullshit. This is fuck. I'm gonna go get a massage. Open wide for me, Bugs. If I'm gonna call, you gotta open wide. Do you want the medicine or not? If you're not gonna open wide, I'm just not gonna pay it. Fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck you for not playing along with me, entertaining me. You're making them put me through this torture for no reason, man.
Superman has
This is
a
actual
front
shit,
row
folks.
seat to this.
This is garbage, hand. God. 3s or 8s. God damn it. If you bluff me here, I'm not gonna. I won't be able to breathe. What the fuck is this, man? God, you have some weird hearts that floated. Oh, God. God, this is garbage. 3s or 8s. Oh my God, I'm just never bluffing here. Oh God, I pay here every time. God
I just came last time.
Jeremy has watched
Oh,
as
sorry guys. One more minute.
Chris has gone through this routine with other players in the past and then called.
God, you know I'm tilting my fucking balls off too. You're just not gonna do it, right? 44, 11.5, 7,000 more. God, you really have pocket eights here every time?
I really don't think Jeremy would be expecting a fold when he raises to this size.
Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna assume I bet 11,500 myself then. Fuck this. Next to the pot. Whatever. I don't care. I don't want it. God.
There's the call.
You motherfucker, Books. That's a strike. How the fuck do you just... That's a strike.
33K pot. Heads over to Jeremy,
Thank you.
who's not the one tilting for once.
Who runs better than Books?
Who runs better than Books?
It's 2 strikes.
I thought I would get too much if I opened wide.
What do you mean? I would have called. If you opened wide, I call, I promise. Motherfucker.
Huh?
Fucking hate you, Bugs.
Say things you don't mean, Chris.
Fucking table 4 now.
The newest real money online poker room is here, and it's called WPT Global. Join the world's largest poker network with games running 24/7 with buy-in levels to suit all bankrolls. We've got tons of cash games at all stakes and tournaments every day with huge prize pools. Sign up today in the description below and use bonus code YT85 and we'll match your first deposit dollar for dollar.
You haven't invited me yet.
Oh, you're not invited.
These self-destruct upon at the end of the day, just so you know.
300.
Jeremy with ace-jack suited. After a parade of limpers, I think you can probably just raise bigger than this.
You sure you've played Uno before? Okay, so
Raymond, though, with the limp 3-bet.
you're losing. You are losing.
I just haven't hit the skip you yet.
17?
Luda Chris
Discount.
is going to speculate on the button.
Oh, motherfucker.
And a jack for both Raymond and Jeremy.
Good time. This Chris tell me you start with 5K?
Start with 0.
3K?
We have 3, yeah.
Cheers. I don't believe nothing what he said.
No, it was almost first hand I got all you. Like
Yeah?
second hand. All you.
You win?
No?
Oh. I don't know.
Bet from Raymond and a call.
Francisco, the pro.
Yeah.
Only the name, no.
3 clubs out there now.
No, Francisco, almost a super pro.
Last week I look like 60 something, 64.
My favorite thing is when you used to remind that he said, oh, a year ago I lost 100K in your game, remember?
Check
Last week I
on the
look
turn, and a bet should definitely go in here on the
I
river.
get 20, we play heads up with this I get 21 back. I look like 43. 4,300 something. 4,300
I
something.
didn't lose out. I thought I lost out. You told me you busted him.
No, I told you Francisco checked tuition.
Yeah. They did it fair. It's fine. First time I bought others' actions.
Oh, wait, so they flipped and did it.
So Raymond
Yeah.
is going to value bet here.
We shot before.
He goes big, and this should be pretty much a snap call. Against a player as live as Raymond. Yeah, there's the call. And another nice pot for Jeremy. 28,000 heading his way.
Minus 110.
10,000 boogie? Bugs, you've gotten it with 10% equity so many times. You don't want to do 50-50. It's like
It's
insane.
more fun with 10.
Huh?
It's more fun with 10%.
Oh, yeah?
So Jeremy opens. Huge 3-bet from Francisco. And yeah, I mean, just not much reason to pay this off, I don't think.
50, I start with 54.
The stream with 54 or this hand with 54?
Total, I had like 50, 50.
Right now. Okay.
Chris is going to call, though. Try to find some spades.
Okay, let you guys play heads on. Don't want to get this.
And there's an ace for both players. Luda Chris drawing thin.
Oh, fuck. I thought the action's on you. Sorry. I already checked.
Uno already.
Huh?
Uno already.
What'd you say?
Uno already. Uno.
What do you mean Uno already?
I'm just.
Explain that joke to me after.
It's not deep. It was just. You mentioned Uno. I just said Uno.
Check call here from Chris. 16,000 in this pot. And a good spot for Francisco to keep betting. Chris can obviously have an 8 here sometimes, but you can't be too worried about that when you put in this much money pre-flop. Chunky value bet here from Francisco.
Chris.
Chris is a very tough player, but he gets in about 2 hands a night where he really arbitrarily gets himself into a lot of trouble. And this is one of them. He's got about 60% pot behind.
Only.
And Francisco jams for value. This would be one of the biggest pots of the night if Chris makes the call here. And again, going back to pre-flop, how much does Francisco 3-bet? Not much. He's got a lot of good hands here. How much does he want run a 3-barrel all-in bluff here with pocket queens or whatever? Maybe occasionally, but not very often. Luda Chris can be kind of a station, knows that about himself.
You have to give me some of your money. You take from last week from me.
That's true.
Last week you take a lot of money from me.
God, it's so sick you can just ask for it. What kind of game you can play, you can just ask for the money.
Yeah.
He's never bluffing me when I'm tilted too. I'm just flipping 10K and no one fucking flips. Except for trick time. But no one else will flip. I might not be able to understand. Might not be here to stay around to understand the joke.
It wasn't deep. It was just, you said Uno. I said Uno.
I didn't say Uno.
Luda Chris just won 10K in a
Oh, okay.
prop bet against Trick Time.
Is that a straight?
No, you don't have a straight.
I thought I might have for a second. No flush, right? Wow, she's just never bluffing here. This is the sickest thing. I just give him money. It's just he repelled from the roof when he saw I was down 50. Like Batman. He came in from the fucking roof. He was like, "Where's down 50? Buying for 50,000." How did he even get here? I don't even understand. He saw I was down 50. He just fucking flew in from the roof. How do you get past security? I don't understand.
I'll give you. Put the clock. All right.
Wow, this is a new wrinkle.
Francisco calls clock.
This is the Francisco we didn't know.
11,000 plus 22,000.
Here comes Luis.
14,000.
I don't think he's done that much time.
14,000 plus 22, 36,000.
That's nothing for you, Chris.
36,000.
20,000 is nothing for you.
It's true. I just wish you would flip me for it instead of fucking having ace king here and then I'm just dead. 0%. I got a shot.
Yeah.
It's for me too.
It's ace king or aces, I guess.
It's a little bit like that spot against Jeremy earlier where Luda called and got shown the goods. It's happening again, an $84,000 pot. Heading over to Francisco. One of the biggest pots of the night. Nice hand for Francisco. I think deserves some credit for recognizing that spot for what it was. And value betting all three streets.
Who have ace to me? That's what he.
I'll play 150.
Here, give me 50, Francis.
50 what?
For the stack.
Oh. No, I'm sorry, I can't.
Phone tap, right?
Give me 50. For the stack.
All right. Hey, the 10 you have behind count too, right?
Trick Time, the biggest winner, up 56K. Raymond, Francisco, HBoogs, all having good nights as well. Luda Chris loses 82,000. Superman down 38. I'm Charlie Wilmoth. See you again tomorrow on Hustler Casino Live.